What up, world? This is Eternal Authenticity broadcasting live, just checking in. Honestly, I'm just finished having a power nap, to be real with y'all. I took a nap for maybe 15 minutes or so. It was probably like 15 or 20 minutes. It wasn't that long. It was long enough for me to be drooling. Like when I woke up, like I was drooling. You know what I'm saying? Because, I'm listening to my own circadian rhythm, to be honest with y'all. It's good to do that. I've always been sensitive towards that. I'm an Aries, so I'm known for our head. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, I just felt it. I started to feel pretty draggy, to be honest. Especially when you're out there serving, helping people out. Sometimes there's energies and frequencies that aren't so pleasant. You know what I'm saying? And it's not sunshines and rainbows. You know what I'm saying? And we just do our own thing in a way. You know what I'm saying? And it's not all gloomy or whatever. It's just like every day ain't always just perfect sunshines or rainbows. Every day, every second of the day. Now, would that be nice? Would that be awesome? Yeah. And is it real? No, it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like you can still make the best out of things and make things healthy so that they aren't, destructive. It's just like at the same time, still being able to have kind of like a nonchalant type of neutral, real mood, attitude, or whatever has been helping me get through this because yeah, just like I saw a picture online from Gary Vee, it was saying about people giving up quick. It was like two guys digging like underground, I guess for like gold or diamonds or something. And one guy, he dug, he was digging a little bit and then they show him throwing his little shovel thing away. And, then the other guy, he was digging so much further. And, he gets to the end, you know what I'm saying? To some good treasures. And I guess that's the best way about life, the turtle and the hare racing and everything. And, it's true, you know what I'm saying? With your overall mentality, how it's all connected, you know? That's why I'm putting it all up. You know what I'm saying? I'm going all out with all this because I've gotten this far. You know what I'm saying? Like when you get to a certain length and come to a certain point in your life, you got to be able to we have to validate our own existence. And that's what I'm doing because I've worked in over 10 jobs. I've worked in probably 16 total different 16 or 17 total legitimate official work services that are marked off in the IRS, taxes and everything in this matrix system in just legitimate work, documented numbers and work. So I have a lot of experience from there. You know what I'm saying? I gained a whole lot of food experience. I gained some gym experience. I gained some driving, valet captain type of experience. I've gained retail experience. I've gained labor experience. I've gained merchandising experience. I've gained more food and delivery experience. Mainly food, I guess, is like the biggest thing to be honest with y'all. And that's honestly a good thing too that I'm able to recognize that because I do love food. You know what I'm saying? As much as we want to try to compare and try to be like the next man or next woman who may be super skinny, with no type of nourishment in their body, you may be comparing yourself to someone who's unhealthy, who's sick, and you think that's cool to be a twig. You know what I'm saying? So I've always stood for just being a healthy way to produce and consume, preferably to be able to produce more, sometimes than we consume. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying I love a healthy of both. I'm done with that whole mentality because sometimes we get in this whole slave, you know, mindset, this whole slave type of victim type of, survival type of mindset where it's like, oh, guess what? You know, who needs to eat? We don't need to eat for days. We need to be cavemen and cave women, and cool, do that if you want. Our bodies can go a long time without food. Our bodies can do remarkable things. And at the same time, you got to be real with yourself, with what you want to go, with what you're pursuing in the long run. And what I'm pursuing in the long run, I'm here for at least 100 years. So I'm going to eat. You know what I'm saying? I have a life to live and a life to experience. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, I'm definitely going to eat some vegan food, throughout this remaining duration of my entire life of longevity. So like with that being said, just like I'm just saying we got to validate ourselves for real because everybody's doing something different. Some people is doing this thing and they may have one little piece of what you're interested into, but they don't care or they're not interested in anything else that you're into. Another person, they may be really interested into vegan food or whatever, but they're not interested into another thing. Another person may be, just stuck in these office jobs and stuff like that, going to, corporate meetups and, office type stuff, and that they're bored and they sold their soul, but guess what? They may have a lot of money in the bank. So, bottom line is, all these different examples and scenarios, bottom line is, we're all supposed to learn how to exchange with one another. That's my point I'm making. That's what this channel is for, is to help encourage others to help embrace their own authenticity as well as get some collaborations going. You know how many times I've like requested to collaborate with some people, even in this vegan community, and they just brushed me off. They don't want to answer. They don't want to listen. They don't want to collaborate because they're too occupied with whatever else, or they just don't want to. It gets frustrating, to be honest with y'all, because everybody's occupied doing something, and people don't just want to sit down and be still and listen for once. That's probably why I got so inspired by Dr. Sabi, because all of the hours of these lectures and seminars and interviews and discussions and stuff that is posted of him on YouTube from the old days and even, not too long before he passed away. I was so inspired by that because guess what? It was a whole audience, a whole family group outing, listening, you know what I'm saying, and learning respectfully of uplifting educational material that serves us in the long run, that can bring a smile to our face. That's why I'm so inspired by him personally as a mentor because of that message, you know. Whereas a lot of people, and also I respect it too because like it's deep. You know what I'm saying? He's talking about creation. He's talking about Africa. He's talking about the eastern hemisphere of the world. I'm in the western hemisphere of the world. And just like Dr. Sabi says, he was like, "Oh yeah, there's a lot of black people," and I remember seeing them, and they'll be so talented, so gifted and stuff, rushing around, racing here and there. And at the same time, they always had so many problems because they weren't starting at home. They weren't solving things at home. And it starts with the food, you know? And I understand exactly what he's talking about. I noticed this since birth, what he said. And I'm seeing it now, for real, because I noticed it from birth. What was happening? People were just buzzing around, it seems like everybody's got everything figured out. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, like the deeper and deeper you go, the more sensitive you become, you start to, you don't know it all. It's just you feel like, and you pick up. And they even share with you. They're going through way far more severe circumstances and problems than I am, you know, and they don't want to, like, people are going to change when they want to change. That's out of my control. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to mess with people or be around people who don't share a similar vision as me, and like, that's what I started to notice and realize, and even see one of my elder mentors speak it into existence that I'm not even crazy, that is actually true. People are insane and sick and programmed and brainwashed, through so much stuff. And a lot of it begins with just the food choice, so that's why you may see someone like this or that, and you may be making all these assumptions, and then you get yourself caught up in drama. You get yourself caught up in problems. You get yourself caught up in so much stuff. And then us on the road less traveled, we're in a league of our own. You know what I'm saying? On the long term type of mindset. Those people that, are rushing everything and racing around, they're only here for the quick fix. They're not, I know I'm not crazy too, for real, because I can see and I have tangible experiences and connections here at this present moment that the connection is fluid. The connection is like, slowed down to where we're actually able to sit down at the dinner table and talk, or talk with some tea or something like that. That's what I'm talking about. None of this, you know, treat each other like a slave type of stuff. No, that's not cool at all, honestly. And the right people see the message, the right people connect with the message. So I'm not going to stress myself out. Like, that's what I had been doing for a little while, was just, you know, looking to overcome and just accept people for who they are, and let them be while I do my own thing and just connect with people who truly are supposed to connect with me. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, it's like you just dispersing your energy and it's just going nowhere. You know what I mean? And it's, we got to save our energy. That's the point I'm making. So, like, I appreciate where Dr. Sabi coming from with the whole Eastern, with the whole, Africa, like where that comes from, creation, that whole thing, like he says that my mama wasn't having no cigarettes. My mama wasn't having no, vaccines, no prostitution, no, not even toilets. You know what I'm saying? Like he brings it back to like ancient, real, truthful, formless times, the real truth. And he shows that like what's going on in the world, what's going on, especially over here in the West. There's a lot of over sexualization, hyper sexualization, discrimination, racial separation, disease, famine, sickness, confusion going on. A lot of false personas, a lot of masks, a lot of addiction, a lot of abuse, a lot of traumas going on around here because people don't want to actually be real and actually learn how to love one another like a family that this whole planet is supposed to be. We're all connected. We're technically all supposed to be family. Now, is that the case? No, it's not. On a deeper level, it is. It's just very few people are, you know, with understanding of this. You know what I'm saying? And that's all right. I'm done trying to force people, trying to change people, trying to put my foot in the shoe, and it being too big, my foot being too big, like for real, the right people get the message, they support it. And, that's that. I'm just saying, like, sometimes throughout this journey, that's why I just took a nap, the small little nap, because sometimes you just run out of words almost. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, you run out, you just like get to the point where it's like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna get myself to the point where I don't even have to explain myself. I know who I am. I have a lot of work experience. I have a lot of production experience. I have a lot of food experience. I have a lot of health and wellness experience in general, with supplements, with herbs, with fruits, with vegetables, with excuse me, spices, with deliveries, with service, with all that stuff. I'm more than good enough. I have plenty of experience with sports, all that stuff. Health and wellness is the theme of my life and love. So I know I'm more than good enough, and there's no way you're gonna see me settling to work in a flipping burgers for the rest of my life for $5 an hour. There's no way, especially with the desires and with the plan and intentions that I have of having a family and children and having ultimate supreme prosperity and abundance and stability of wealth, of health, of love, of all that stuff. I desire to travel the world. I haven't even been outside of the country yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to do that. And guess what? I need the money to do so. You know what I'm saying? I need help out too. We all asking for help. We all out here doing it. You know what I'm saying? I've been planting seeds. I've been messaging. I've been out in real life. I've been shaking hands. I've been talking with people, real life, sitting down with people, real life. I've been passing out business cards in real life. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing so much for real. thousands and thousands and thousands of business cards from even helping out other people's nutrition stuff. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing a lot and I'm aware it's a long run. That's why I'm sharing this stuff because it's like part of us is like we want to share our rapid, you know, hunger and excitement and anxiousness and eagerness and whatnot. And then the other part is like, oh, wait, guess what? We got to embrace the long run. We got to be patient. We got to allow things to align and come naturally how they're supposed to happen. So that's what I'm doing on this channel. I'm being the bigger man. I'm being different. I'm being myself and actually speaking the truth, you know what I'm saying, of what's up in the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to tune in for all the people who may be going on around in real life, at their school, at their work, out in just in life in general, different random places, and they may see a so-called spiritual person, but guess what? That spiritual person may have a lot of anger and they may not have a soul and they may not have nothing to talk about and they're very materialistically, egotistically driven. And you're like, wow, they have an all right energy. It's just something's real funky about it, and something's up, And then boom, I'm here. That's why I get so many compliments, even today, from a new supporter, Brandy. Thank you. She was saying, I'm glad to see there's men like you out there. Your voice is so calming and soothing and relaxing and peaceful, this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. It's real talk about the long run. You know how hard it is to stay focused on your own mind in a world where everybody's rushing around, buzzing around? You know how hard it is to stay on track just to continue this? Most people my age ain't doing this at all. Real talk. It's nobody doing this, especially from where I'm from. Nobody's doing it. They're not even uploading the stuff. Their stuff gets taken down. Their stuff gets revoked. Their stuff gets sent away to bondage. You know what I'm saying? Because the mindset that they have. That's why. That's why. And you can even see it in the streets. That's why. And it's honestly pathetic sometimes, to be real with you. For real. That's why people in the long run is going to feel real bad for how they treated each other, how they treated us. That's what I'm saying. I'm coming up with these deep messages because you got to keep that inner child flame within you, youthfulness, integrity within you, to where you were 5, 6 years old and maybe you had some friends who y'all used to play basketball or whatever sports or whatever, and y'all was real chill and cool, and y'all didn't have an ego. Y'all weren't like, oh, he's black, or oh, he's Asian, or oh, he's Mexican, I can't talk to him. Oh, he's black, I can't talk to him. Oh, he's light skinned, I can't talk to him. Oh, he's white, I can't talk to him. Oh, he's Mexican. Oh, he's Asian, I can't talk to him. I'm gonna treat him better. I'm only or her better. I'm gonna only speak with my kind. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. It don't make no sense at all. Like that wasn't going on when we were super young. And I'm saying throughout time, people accumulate a massive ego from the matrix and programming that is designed to separate all of us. And in actuality, it's an illusion. That's why so very few people actually engage and ha- still continue their integrity and their authenticity, which means they're able to stay themselves throughout their entire life, going through all these different types of people, which is very rare. Because most times, you see the dope, the cool MC, the alpha, whatever, finally on the main stage, into holistic health. I'm into holistic health and longevity, and people are confused out here. They think this quick fix survival victim type of mentality is going to win stuff, and it's not the case at all. You just stay living in reverse in a destructive state of mind, and y'all don't want to lose your ego and to realize that we're all connected. While you over here becoming obese and sick, calling the ambulances all the time, we were over here attempting to help you. We were over here sharing a message with you. We were over here sending you business cards. We were over here uploading YouTube videos. We were over here sending you text messages and calling you, and you just refused to answer. And also, we were even walking around the path and you still didn't want to pick up intuitively and actually drop your ego and become sensitive and to feel out with one another. That's what's going on in this world. It's a concrete jungle, especially in this big old city. You got some people very relaxed, very calm, very peaceful about their own mission, their own business. Then you got other people, it's all these groups and crowds and stuff causing all this commotion and hoopla and rushing and racing and competing and everything. Slow down. Slow down and connect. Don't connect with the mind, connect with the heart. I love when people can actually connect with me with my heart because that's very rare, to be honest. In this world full of distractions, full of junk, full of an illusion, it's very rare someone can actually sit down and y'all just breathing, listening to each other, having a grown folk type of conversation where y'all don't even have to talk all the time. And where y'all can allow each other to talk, where y'all have enough time where y'all not interrupting each other constantly, where you're not, checking I haven't worn a watch in years, to be honest, but where y'all actually have time to sit down with one another, where y'all have time to help out each other, genuinely, to message. I pray for the day I finally wake up and I have some phone messages, some phone pleasant conversations, calls or whatnot from people that love me, when I have a present or a gift at the door, you know, I pray for that, to be honest. Because in this world, I don't know what everybody's focused on. Because their health is going backwards and backwards and backwards. And sooner or later, y'all going to have to lose your ego and stop feeding the beast, because all your money is going straight to medical bills. Now, how much more awesome would it be for you just to have a consultation with Eternal Authenticity, who can help solve and prevent you from even having to have any more medical bills, and to just have a genuine connection? Hit us up, message us, contact us, let's collaborate. I'm open to all that stuff. I don't know it all, and at the same time, I have a lot of experience and a lot of information, valid, valuable information and tangible results, helpful stuff, legitimate. I am someone. You're not going to make me think like I'm a bum. That's what this matrix wants you to do. It wants you to think, oh, you can either do this or that. That's it. That's what this matrix tries to get people to do. They think, oh, you can only sell out, or you can only just be broke and barely get by. There's no middle ground. There's no middle ground where you can be genuinely spiritually happy and not overthinking and analyzing so much in your brain so much. And also where you can have some stability in the material world. That's what I'm pursuing, and that's what I will achieve, is having the best of both worlds, for real. Real talk. So once again, thank you all for watching. East Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live. Peace.